Hey everybody, this is Katie and I'm back for day 16 of the 30 days of transformations. So if you don't know what this is, it is a challenge where I'm jumping on live for 30 days and talking about a transformation I have gone through as I've learned to love my body and how it's affected the rest of my life. And the challenge for, the challenge for you is that each day I'm going to give you a small little task, a little bit of homework, a little takeaway that you can do, you can bring into your life, so that way you can start creating these transformations for yourself. So today our topic is topics of conversation. And this one is something that is really obvious in my life. And really what I mean by this is that for years I would say, more average, whatever that means, when it comes to conversations. So that would mean, when I'm sitting around talking with my friends, and it was, I had this bad food, or a cheat day, or feeling guilty about something, or, feeling, I've gained weight and I look fat and look at my body and look at this. And basically what I would say the majority of women do when we're sitting around with our girlfriends chatting, it was normal, but that does not mean that it was good or healthy, right? Basically what I've done through my transformation of learning to love my body is I've created a new normal for me, which is amazing. It really, really is. And I have literally heard from people in my life that they see a difference, right? It's helped them create a new normal as well, because they've seen it and they've been a part of it. And a big part of this, really, when it started, is I realized that I wanted better. I wanted different, I deserved better, I was worthy of better, right? Worthiness, that word, worthiness, that comes up a lot. When you realize that you are worth more and that you deserve more, you start looking at that and you start doing more, okay? So when I was sitting around having these conversations with friends and talking about, my body is this and my body is that, and negative and guilt around food and all that sort of stuff, really, it was because it was normal, but it wasn't because I liked it. And when I realized that I wanted something different, I started creating something different. And this isn't, from here to, infinity. It's like a tiny little step. And really just becoming super aware of it is really the biggest place to start. Become aware. Start listening to what comes out of your own mouth. So often we say things and we're talking and we're having conversations and we don't really realize what we're saying or the connotations of what we're saying. But really they can mean a lot. And as much as I deserved better and I wanted better, my friends and the people that I was having conversations with, they deserved better too, right? The people that I have in my life, they're in my life because I love them. Because I want to be having conversations with them, because I want to share with them and I want to speak with them. And my friends, these beautiful women that I was having these conversations with, they deserved better. They didn't deserve to have somebody basically taking part in tearing them down or taking part in creating a negative body image. They deserved better. So it really I had to ask myself this question, well, do you either want to be part of the problem or part of the solution? And I've realized that as much as I wanted to fit in and I wanted to do what everybody else was doing, by doing that, I was remaining part of the problem, right? I was continuing to make it acceptable for women to talk about hating their bodies and talking about diets and diet culture and guilt around food and negativity. And I didn't want to be part of that in any way, shape, or form. And a huge part of this, really, I would say the start for this for me, was changing my internal dialogue. So quite often, like I said, it starts with awareness, right? But if you're not really aware of what comes out of your mouth, it can be really hard to change it. And one of the biggest things is that what happens inside your head is quite often what comes out of your mouth. So if you are inside your own head, talking down to yourself, talking negatively to yourself, calling yourself names, or saying, I'm fat, I look awful, I feel guilty for this, I shouldn't have had this food, all of that sort of thing, then it's going to come out of your mouth. If that's what's inside of your head, it's going to come out, right? It's natural. And I firmly believe that we all do the best with what we have, right? You do the best with whatever you have at your fingertips right now. And when you know better, you do better. I'm a very firm believer in that. I've seen it in my life in so many different ways. And this is a perfect example. When I started becoming aware that this is what I was doing, when I started becoming aware that I deserved better, when I became aware that I was part of the problem and that I was potentially bringing other women down, I did better because I knew better. So really, like, if you knew better, would you do it? If you were aware of this, would you change it? And this is a really, really important, especially coming up to the holidays. Okay, so many families, many friend groups, and many families have a lot of body shaming built in. And I am going to talk more about this on another day. But there's a lot of body shaming, negativity, hatred built into those networks. And it is normal within that network. So how do we deal with it, right? This is, again, totally separate thing. There is a live training coming up on this in the Body Love Tribe later on this week. I haven't scheduled. I'll schedule it in a moment. There is a live training coming up on this. So if this is ringing any bells, hop on over. But really, as we come up to the holidays, you are going to be put in the situation where maybe it's your mom or your aunt or your sister or your friend. Oh, I feel fat. Oh, I did this. Oh, look at this. Oh. And you have to choose. Do you want to be part of it or not? Do you want to let that keep going or not? Do you want to create more problems, or do you want to start creating solutions, both for yourself and for the important people in your life? So your little homework for today really is, if you find yourself falling into this negative space, negative self-talk, negative conversations with friends, really just be aware. So your job really is just to bring awareness to what you are saying, to the conversations that you are having. Because when we can start to bring awareness to it, we can start to change it. And if you're not aware of it, there is no way in hell you're ever going to change it. Okay? So that's it for today. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, please leave them below this video. If you're looking for more, if you want to have a conversation about this, if this has triggered something within you, send me a message, please. I'm here. That's what I'm here for. So I will see you guys tomorrow for day 17. And please hop on over to the Body Love Tribe if you're not already there, and join us for the live training coming up later this week. All right. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.